Okay, so I just finished talking to you just a couple minutes ago, and so I figured out what I was going to wear. Here it is, to see my handsome husband. And now it's time to cook dinner, so I thought you and I can chat while we're cooking dinner. And so what we're making is, let's see, it's called chicken adobo. It's a beautiful Filipino dish, and if you don't know what you want to cook tonight, you can learn how to make this one right now. So I'm going to put this over here, and I want to tell you that somebody made a comment. They made a comment. I'm going to put that there. Hope that's okay. They made a comment on the last video that they did that I was doing while we were getting ready. And I wanted to talk to you about it. And the woman had said, because we were talking about, should we get ready for our husband, right? Should we look good for our husbands and you know, get ready for the day, right? And anyway, a woman had left a comment saying, how do I feel pretty after I've been raped? Or after, sorry, not after. How do I feel sexy or pretty or after I've had an affair? Well, hopefully I'll be able to talk and actually make this dinner at the same time. First of all, I'll tell you what ingredients you need. This is chicken, all natural, by the way, chicken thighs, okay? You need chicken thighs. They work the best for chicken adobo, in my opinion. And you need a big fat onion and a pressure cooker. One of my favorite kitchen tools is a pressure cooker. Come here. It's really a simple meal to make, I promise. Anyway, so to answer that question, I want to make sure that we're doing this right. Please forgive me. This is so unprofessional, but it is what it is. Anyway, so how do you feel sexy or beautiful? Sorry, I have to do the onion first. You are distracting me. I'm totally distracted with this whole new idea of video. So back to it again. How do you feel, well, this is going to be interesting, sexy after you've had an affair? First of all, the root of that question is because you haven't forgiven yourself. And you gotta forgive yourself. We all make mistakes, okay? I'm just gonna flat out tell you, I was a freaking whore. I was, okay? 25 years ago when I was homeless, you know, I slept with way too many people. I was filthy. I was foul. I don't know if you know anything about my story, but I had been molested from the time I was 3 until I was 16 when I moved out of the house. I was raped when I was 21. While I was homeless, I was raped, and I was also gang raped. So the first day, raped, drugged first. I was drugged, and then raped, and then gang raped. And so it's a lot of freaking baggage. It really is. And I brought all that baggage into my marriage. By the way, I'm chopping the onion. I only have 2 small onions, so that's what I'm going to use. Actually, I'm not making that much, so maybe this small one is enough. Because I'm only making 8 thighs, because it's a small amount of people eating tonight. So anyway, after being raped and my first husband, you know, I met and married a guy that I only knew for 7 days, and that was a disaster. And so I had a lot of sexual baggage, okay? And but it all boiled down to this, like, so how can I feel sexy? Not only, hello, I've had 5 children. I'm 47 years old in 3 weeks. Crazy. Everything's changed, you know? I'm not going to watch this video to see how terrible the lighting is and all that crap. Thank God I don't really care. But anyway, I had to forgive myself. I had to forgive myself for all the really bad choices I've made, because I've made a lot of them. Wait a second, I'm getting my onion chop. I mean, my garlic press. Where are you? Best tool ever for the kitchen. Right here. If you don't have one of these, you need it. Pampered Chef. Yep, I said it. Freaking love. My kitchen has all their stuff. Earned it all for free by having a party. And I'm not a Pampered Chef representative. Anyway, so I had to really, what's more important is releasing yourself. I had to release myself from all of my self-hatred because I hated myself. Come on, I grew up with a father who I thought was my father. He turned out not to be my biological father, but he's the man that raised me. He hated my guts. He told me I was fat and ugly and disgusting all the time. And you know, so, and not only that, but being molested, you know, you feel filthy and nasty. And yeah, so I had a lot of sexual issues. I don't have them anymore. My husband and I enjoy a phenomenal sex life. But if you have had an affair and you feel so guilty like every time you go to be with your husband, it's really just a sign that you haven't forgiven yourself. And you have to release yourself. We all make mistakes. We really do. And, you know, some of our mistakes are nastier than others, but the bottom line is that guilt and shame comes with mistakes. It does. And if we don't have that moment of guilt or shame, it needs to last a moment, and it's designed to cause us to repent. It's designed to cause us to say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And even to yourself, because if you don't forgive yourself, you're going to end up storing up self-hatred. And self-hatred leads to obesity. Self-hatred leads to self-destruction, drugs, alcohol, pornography addictions, all kinds of addictions. Every kind of shopping addictions, that's all rooted, I'm going to move this way, that's all rooted in self-hate. So you don't want to mess around with self-hate because you'll get fat, number one. It will cause you to be a bitter person. By the way, self-hate there's the root of PTSD even. It is, and it drives us to be angry. Like a conversation I had on the phone with somebody today that was kind of pitching me for something, not, you know, just a low-level salesperson, but it's a big opportunity, business opportunity. But you know, right when I got off the phone, I'm like, I feel like there's anger issues over there, and I'd rather not work with anger issues. But anyway, but self-hate is the root of, rage. It's, you know, when you like fly off the handle and you start screaming at somebody, and maybe what they did was, you know, a size 2 offense, but your response is a 25. That's self-hate. That's all self-hate. So you got to forgive yourself. You have to release yourself. I don't care how bad the thing that is that you think you did, even if it is that you murdered somebody, okay? You know, you might be tuning in to this from, you know, prison or something, because believe it or not, we have people that write us from prisons every month. Okay, I just finished putting in, let's say, a half a bulb of garlic. And that's fun. We're just kind of talking in the kitchen. If you were with me in my kitchen, as you are right now, and you told me that you don't feel sexy because you had an affair and you have a hard time being sexy again, this is what I'd be saying to you while we're cooking dinner together. So anyway, okay, so let's get back to the cooking. I like to use, because I hate GMOs, I'm 100% against GMOs. So I use the Bragg's aminos. I don't know if you do or not. But so what you're going to do is you have an onion, and you have about a half a bulb of garlic. Wait. And I like to use Bragg's aminos. You can use 1 cup of Bragg's aminos. If you don't have it in your house right now and you use soy sauce, you really need to use organic soy sauce. It's really important, because soy is mass-produced with GMO. Those are genetically modified organisms, and it's horrible for our bodies. Absolutely horrible. Since they've done this, I can't stand that our government is so jacked up that they don't care about the health of the citizens. You know, countries like France care about the health of their citizens. They do not allow GMOs in their country, but our country totally allows GMOs on their citizens. Okay, so you take the thigh. You need to wash them. Okay, so you take it out of the package. It's really important to wash that chicken. I usually do it. Would have been done already. So anyway, you're going to take these thighs. I'm using 4 I'm sorry, 8 tonight because there's only 4 of us eating tonight. Dad. I usually will soak the chicken also in salt. But for the sake of the video tonight, we're not. For the sake of what we're doing together tonight, we're not. Okay, so where's my thing? There it is. Probably don't have the camera in the best place, but oh well. Okay, so you're gonna place the chicken. Let me show you what I got so far. Oops, hold on, I forgot something. You need, ooh, sorry. So 1 cup of aminos, and you need like 1/8 of a cup of vinegar. So sometimes I use kombucha. I used to make that. It wasn't enough of us to be drinking that, so I don't make it anymore, but I saved some. And so 1/8 of a cup of vinegar, 1 cup of Bragg's aminos, and then what you're going to do is you're going to place the chicken thigh into the pressure cooker. And I'm going to answer the question right now. Can I do this in a slow cooker? It doesn't taste the same at all. My pressure cooker broke several years ago, and I wasn't going to buy another one, but here's what I'm doing. So, can you see that? I think you can. So you're going to put the chicken, so you're going to make that first layer, and then what you're going to do is you're going to add paprika. This is my spice jar. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know what you can see, honestly. You're gonna add paprika, ginger, and pepper. Lots of pepper. Okay. And I use all organic spices because, again, oh, hold on. What does that say? Oh. By the way, hi, Lindsay. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Emily. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Heather. Excuse me. Lindsay. Okay. Brittany, I don't know what she's saying. That's okay. I don't want to get even more distracted than I already am. Okay, so here we go. So you're now going to add, you're now going to add pepper, ginger, and paprika to every single piece of chicken. Very important that you hit every single one of them with that. Okay, so pepper, paprika. Oh, this one is a hot one. Paprika, and then ginger. Okay, so let's keep talking. So really, like, this whole conversation of self-forgiveness is huge. There's like so many things that I could just bury myself for. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm one that I've in the past had a terrible tendency of being really hard on myself, very self-critical. And that's how, by the way, I became homeless. Was because I was so self-critical. And when you're self-critical, you tend to be really critical of other people too. And when you're critical of others, people don't want to be around you. So, kind of do a little test on yourself. But being self-critical also is a sign of self-hate. People who put themselves down no, I didn't. Did I forget the ginger? Look, I shouldn't be talking to you and cooking at the same time, but I gotta get this ready. My husband's gonna be home in an hour. That's how long it takes to cook this. Maybe we shouldn't have such a deep conversation. That might be better. Okay. So again, this is the second layer that's in here. Pepper, paprika, ground ginger. Here's the final piece. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. So anyway, in the past I was incredibly self-critical and very critical of others, and that's how I ended up homeless. Like, bad, because you put yourself down so much, you end up wanting to commit suicide, which I tried many times. First time I tried to commit suicide, I was 6 years old. So I'm living proof that you can make it past depression, you can make it past suicidal thoughts and suicidal tendencies and suicidal habits. definitely was not a person anyone wanted to be around. Okay, so I'm about to show you, and then we can move on. There you go. Oops, I forgot the ginger on that one. There we go. So that's what it looks like. Hope you can see it. Am I doing a good job? No? There you go. So that's what it looks like in the pan. So then you put the lid on. Hold on. I need 2 hands. Put the lid on. And you're going to let it cook like once it starts bobbing. Don't you love it when people put the bobber in the wrong place? You really love it. Kind of blind as a bad. There we go. Okay, done. All right, so I think that's enough for now, right? So you put the bobber on, and you're gonna let that, once it starts like bobbing, you know what I mean? This little thing starts, you know, making all this crazy noise. Then you're gonna lower it so it has a nice kind of flow. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, and you're gonna cook it for 30 minutes, and it's gonna create this incredible juice that's outrageous. And you put it over rice, which I already cooked the rice. So I have brown jasmine rice right there, already cooked, ready to eat. And I love serving this meal with broccoli. This is a really good meal with broccoli. It's a good pairing. And I don't put garlic on the broccoli because there's a lot of garlic in the chicken adobo. So anyway, okay, so I'm gonna just tell you that no matter what you've done, no matter how bad you've been, no matter how horrible the fault is, you need to forgive yourself. You really do. No matter how big the failure, no matter how despicable the thing is that you did, you have to make the choice to forgive yourself. And it's not just for you, but it's for everyone that lives with you. It's for everyone that works with you, because unforgiveness of yourself produces self-hate. And self-hate is going to produce every form of self-destruction that there is. And you don't need to waste your life with that. You don't need to go there. It's a complete waste of time. Trust me, I lived in it for a really long time. And so your heart can be cleansed if yes, confess what you need to confess to whoever you need to confess it to, but you need to forgive and just say, I release myself. I just had to do this a couple of days ago because I screwed up. So I had to just say, I forgive myself and I release myself and I owe myself nothing. I'm letting it go because it doesn't matter, and I know where the path actually leads to, and it really, really terribly sucks. So anyway, I hope that was really helpful for you. This is like the second time we're using this app, and so maybe we'll do this again. I want to read your comments and see anything else that we can do to help you. And by the way, there's like another cooking video on our website. Really good meal. It's like how to take a bunch of leftovers and turn it into something spectacular. Really, really cheap. It's like a $5 meal that fed 10 people and was super yummy. But anyway, you can find that at the website, DaniJohnson.com. Yeah. All right. Chicken adobo. That's what you just learned how to make. All right. God bless you. Bye. It didn't stop. It's still going.